now, while we continue our chic guide of Sanse and Old San Juan, we're going to one of the handful art galleries here in Old San Juan. This is Masters Puerto Rico. And I'm here with Francisco Rovira and Rem Escobar of Masters Puerto Rico, a new gallery in Old San Juan. Tell us the concept behind Masters Puerto Rico.
Thank you. We are here in Masters Puerto Rico celebrating the culture of our masters, our artists that has done this trajectory in the contemporary and the traditional art world. And this is what we do here in order to present the best of our culture locally, but also internationally.
And you're concentrated in the 20th century?
Well, this exhibition in particular, it's the reflection of our females masters of the 20th century, yes.
Great. I like it that it's all female. So tell us a little bit about the different artists that we have here. I mean, we have more than a dozen, yes, but let's do a couple of them.
Well, the exhibition is titled Maestras, which translates to masters. We can, for example, Myrna Weiss is one of the most well-known artists in Puerto Rico. We have one of her late pieces from 2009. It's a very Puerto Rican view of a window and a palm tree. It's very atmospheric and very elegant, created when she was basically at the end of her career. We have two fantastic and historical pieces by Celia Sánchez. Celia Sánchez was a Cuban artist who worked in Puerto Rico since the early 1970s, still lives in Puerto Rico. She's around 96 years old. These two pieces in particular she created while she was living in Cuba, still in Havana before migrating to the island. Behind us you can see the work of Myrna Weiss. She was the most important abstract female artist in the island. These three pieces in particular are from the 1960s, and they evoke the best of the abstraction of those years in Puerto Rico and the world.
I have to say, you have curated this very well. And lastly,
Marta Pérez. Marta Pérez was the founder of the Surrealist artist in Puerto Rico. She was a feminist, a powerful figure in Old San Juan, the master, the teacher of many of the artists that we know today, like Jorge Sena or Daphne Elvira. You can see her language develop in many other of her students. So we're very proud to have her here in the show.
And of course, this is a Sanse chic guide, but also an Old San Juan guide, and that's why we're here. And we have one piece in particular, which is it takes place in Sanse.
Piece titled Lectura by Daphne Elvira from 1994. It's a classic, iconic Old San Juan painting. There's one painting made in the 20th century about Old San Juan. In the late 20th century, that will be Daphne Elvira's piece.
Back to the piece by Marta, we have a cabezudo of Marta. Why was that so important?
Yes, it's very important because another of her students, whose name is Freddy Mercado, is a very well-known performance artist. He created this piece when Marta died. And he created her cabezudo in honor of her teacher. And when they did the ceremony at their funeral, he was wearing his costume of Marta. So it was also very moving. When we decided to do the show, he reminded me that he had that piece. So he also performed at the opening as Marta.
That is beautiful. And we're speaking of the opening because you just recently opened about 4 or 5 months ago. Where are you located? When can people come in? It's a beautiful space. I recommend everyone to come in.
Thank you. We are open always from 12 to 5 p.m. every day. Also, their first show was on September the 7th. This is our current second show. It's going to be until February 14th. And then after that, check out our social media platform at masters.Puerto Rico in order to find out more about our upcoming shows.
Beautiful. Don't wait. This is until February 14th. You should check it out and then come after February 14th. Again, thank you, gentlemen. It is a beautiful place.